Hello Year 7, today we are going to have a lesson starting the topic of sequences. Now sequences in maths are patterns. They can be of geometric shapes, they can be of numbers. When it is a geometric shape, we usually turn it into a pattern of numbers by having a look at the shapes involved and what patterns they are making. Now that probably doesn't make a lot of sense straight off, so I'm going to do an example to make it make a little bit more sense. So here we have got Fern. This is Fern. And Fern is a biologist for a seed company. Now she records the growth of brand X bean plants over 6 days. As you can see, however, we've only got the data or the pictures for the first 5 days. And Fern notices a pattern between what day it is since the seeds have been started growing and how many leaves there are. And we can do a little table to record this information. So on day 1 there are 2 leaves. On day 2 there are 4 leaves. On day 3 there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. On day 4 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leaves. And on day 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 leaves. Now it says she records the growth of the bean plants over 6 days. We've only got up to day 5, but we could start to see a pattern in the number of leaves on these plants. And so we could have a guess as to what the sequence of the number of leaves is. Can you see what the sequence might be, or what the pattern might be? So for each day, if we multiply what day it is by 2, we end up getting the number of leaves. So if we multiply 1 by 2, we get 2. Multiply 2 by 2, we get 4. Multiply 3 by 2, we get 6. Multiply 4 by 2, we get 8. Multiply 5 by 2, we get 10. So, on the 6th day, we would expect to see 12 leaves. And this row here with the number of leaves is a sequence. So it is a pattern of numbers, and the pattern is obvious, so we can guess what the next one is going to be. We can either do it by looking at what day it is and multiplying that by 2, or you might have noticed that every day we're adding 2 to the number of leaves. So if we wanted to know how many leaves there were going to be on day 7, we've got 2 options. We could either add 2 to 12 and say we think it's going to be 14 that way, or we could multiply 7 by 2 and say we think it's going to be 14 that way. So again, this number of leaves forms a sequence, and we can tell what the next number in the sequence is going to be by adding 2 to the previous number, or we can think about what day it is and multiply that by 2. Now if we want to record this a little more mathematically, what we can say is that in this sequence we've got a sequence, and the day tells us what the position of that number is in the sequence, and the leaves tell us what the term actually is. So what do I mean by that? Well, when it was day 1, that is the first term. and the first term was 2. So the position is that it was the first term in the sequence. And what is the actual term? The actual term is 2. The second term was 4. The third term was 6. The fourth term, 8. Fifth term is 10. And the sixth term was 12. Now we don't actually need to write first, second, third. I just put that in there to make it a little bit more obvious at first. But we'll say the position of the term is just where it lies in the sequence. So this one is in position 1, this one is in position 2, position 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the position, and then this is the sequence, and those numbers are the terms. So let's do an example. Find the 6th term in the sequence 1, 5, 9, 13, 17. So this whole thing is the sequence. These individual numbers are the terms. The position of this term is 1 because it's the first term. The position of this term is 2 because it's the second term. The position of this term is 3 because it's the third term. This one is the fourth term and the fifth term, and we need to find the 6th term. So we need to know what comes next here in position 6. Have you spotted the pattern for this sequence? So for this sequence, we are adding 4. So well done if you got that. And so to get the 6th term, I need to add 4 to 17. I end up with the number 21 is the 6th term. So 21 is the 6th term in the sequence. So make sure you've got that copied down as an example. Sometimes we can find patterns in geometric shapes, like I said before. So we're going to do an example like that next. So here we've got a tile pattern, and we need to write the sequence down. So what is the sequence for this tile pattern? Well, in the first pattern we've got 1 tile. In the second pattern we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. In the next one we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles. And in the last one we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is the sequence. We have turned a tile pattern into a number pattern. And actually, it's the same sequence as we just looked at up here. So in the next, if we were to draw the next one of these, we would expect there to be 17 tiles. What I would like you to do now is have a go at question 1 from the worksheet. It is this question, which I'm going to paste here. So pause the video and have a go. I am going to work through this question so that you can just do question 1 and then play the video again to check how you've got on and whether you've got it right or not. So pause the video now and have a go. And now I'm going to have a go at these questions. So, Fern has drawn a record of Brand Z pea plant growth over 4 days. So the first number in the table has been filled in for us. On day 1, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves, so 4 has been put in here. On day 2, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leaves, so I'm going to put 8 in here. On day 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 leaves. Now, I am going to have a guess as to what number 4 is going to be. Because it looks to me like we take the day and we multiply it by 4, because 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 4 is 12. Or I can add 4 to each term. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 4 again is 12. And so either way, I think this is going to be 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And it is. So that is how we would complete the table for part A. For part B, it says write out the pattern of plant growth as a sequence. Start 4, 8. And it's just the numbers from our table. This is the sequence here. So it's 4, 8, 12, 16. And then part C is to extend the sequence by another 4 terms. So we've got 60. I'm going to write those ones out again. And then I've got to find the next 4. So I do that by adding 4 on each time. So 20, 24, 28, 32. Now, part D says, predict how many leaves there will be on the 15th day. The way we could do that is to extend this sequence by adding 4 every time until we get to the 15th number. However, we could also use what I noticed over here, which is that we take the day and we multiply it by 4. So on the first day, day 1, we multiplied by 4. On the second day, day 2, we multiplied by 4, etc. So if it's the 15th day, we want to do 15 multiplied by 4, which is 60. So on the 15th day, I predict 60 leaves. Finally, part E. On which day will the plant have 40 leaves? Well, we know that if we take the day and we multiply it by 4, that gives us the number of leaves. So which day, when I multiply it by 4, will give me 40? Well, the day must be 40 divided by 4, so it will be day 10. So then I'm going to do a sentence. The plant will have 40 leaves on day 10. So mark your answers to that one and then pause the video and have a go at question 2 from the worksheet. I'm going to paste this here again. So here is question 2, and you're going to have a go at this, and then you can unpause the video to see the answers. So, you can't see it because it's hidden behind this silly icon, but it says Hasid has found these patterns made from something, tiles in a design book. And what we need to do is for each pattern, write the sequence of the pattern as it grows. Okay, so for this one, the sequence is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's part A for this one. For part B, extend each sequence by another 5 terms. So I can see that this is plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So if I extend it by another 5 terms, I need to plus 3 to 10 to get 13, plus 3 is 16, plus 3 is 19, 22, and 25. Finally, for part C, what is the 6th term of the sequence? We have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so the 6th term is 16. Okay, so that's for sequence A. Sequence B, we're going to do the same thing. We've got 4 here, then 7, then 10, and then 13. This is actually very similar to the sequence above, look. It's just that it doesn't have the same first term, it starts at the second term. So that's part A. Got 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Part B, so I'm going to put A and B together, is extending it by 5 terms, so I'm just going to carry on. And then for part C, what is the 6th term? Have to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th term is 19. Now on to pattern C. So parts A and B, I'm going to do them together. Write the sequence of the pattern. So I've got 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this is a little bit different to the patterns we've seen so far. So what's happening? Well, here I'm adding 2. Here I'm adding 3. Here I'm adding 4. So I think to extend this, I add an extra one each time. So I think next I've got to add 5. So it's going to be 15. Then I'll add 5, make it 20. Oh, sorry, no I won't. Hope you spotted that mistake. I'm not going to add 5. I need to add 6 this time. Then I'm going to add 7. Add 8. So we've started off with these 4, and I need to do 5 more. So 15, 21, 28, 36, and then I need to add 9 to get 45. And then for part C, what is the 6th term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th term is 21. Okay, last one, on to sequence D. So for part A and B, write down the sequence of the pattern. So I've got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, what's this sequence? We could look at the differences again. It says plus 3, plus 5, plus 7. So I think next would be plus 9. But they're also a particular type of number. Can you see what type of numbers these are? Well done if you said square numbers. So the next one would be 36. The next one would be 49, 64, 81. And it says you only have to do the next 5 terms, but I'm going to go up to this one because I like 100. It's a good square number. But we can also see that the pattern does carry on this way as well. So every time we're adding the next odd number on. So we added 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, then 13, then 15, then 17, and then 19. But it is also just the square numbers. So for part C, what is the 6th term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th term is 36. Okay, so that's marked questions 1 and 2. I would like you to have a go at the other questions just as a bit of a challenge, and then can you please upload your work to Show My Homework. If you get stuck or you have any questions, message me on Show My Homework and I will try to help.